So good morning, afternoon, or evening. What a truly beautiful day it is. Wherever you are, welcome. I am your humbled host, Tony Serrano, and this is the PhD in Me. So, good morning, fellow IG fam. My name is Tony Serrano. This is the How to Heal series, week 3. Yes, already at week 3. Isn't it amazing how when you are really focused on something that now the weeks just blow by so quickly, and then it really makes us think like, okay, we're already through middle of August. So the year just went by fast. It's just incredible. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for yourself. I just want to thank your future self, because you are going to get at least one piece of information, at least just some support, some community, something that will help you on this journey. Because look, this is a journey. This is not something that happens overnight. And it's, one thing that I wish I knew. Actually, before I get all excited, let's do the raffle real fast. So we have 2 raffles because we have 23 entries, which was so awesome, so incredible. I know how scary it can be to, comment your name down below. So I just said good morning, just a nice, easy good morning. So we did one for YouTube. Right now I'll do Instagram. So it is a $100 Amazon gift card and a 4 Agreements book by Don Miguel Ruiz. So I'm not gonna look. We're just gonna choose randomly. All right, so our winner for Instagram is going to be Steffi. Okay, cool, Steffi. So I know who you are. I won't call you out totally, but I will definitely drop a DM for you because you did win our 4 Agreements book with our $100 Amazon gift card. So congratulations. Hopefully you can use this Amazon gift card for some things that are helpful in your life. You can get a new journal, maybe a new book, something to get you really excited about this healing journey, because it's so nice when you can get some supplies. And that's why I got excited for school, because it was like that back to school supplies. So get something that maybe is like a hobby, maybe it's like a workout band, or just like those blender bottles if you want to start having protein. So congratulations, Steffi. I will drop a DM for you soon. And now let's do the YouTube one. So YouTube alone we had 13. I was like, yeah, that's a good number. All right, so for YouTube, the winner is gonna be Mary Ocampo 123. So I also know you from IG. I'll drop both a comment and a DM. So congratulations, Mary, you won the 4 Agreements book and a $100 Amazon gift card. Yes. So like I invested $200, a little more because of the books, but I invested $200 into you because I know, like, I have so much faith and I have so much confidence and I have so much just conviction. I have conviction. A belief is just when you believe, or a dream is when you're dreaming but you're not taking action. And when you have conviction in life, when you have confidence in life, you just know, like, I invest so much and I will keep investing so much for no ulterior motive other than for you. Look, I'm not over here trying to sell you some product or sell you some course or sell you something that's gonna make you heal overnight. I'm trying to convince you that it's gonna be you, that you are the key to your healing. And so today we're gonna talk about how your habits are your healing. That is what makes your healing occur. It's part of it is your habits. And so we can, one thing that I wish I knew, we're just jumping straight in. So there's so many things that I wish I knew when starting this journey. Now, one of the big things I want to talk about today, one thing I wish I knew is that time heals all. It does. It really does. Time heals all. But you can go faster. You can go as fast as you want. Time truly heals all. And sometimes, do you know anyone in your life who has had trauma, who isn't the best person, who is kind of nasty to others, who maybe brings others down? And then it takes them their whole life until they're on their deathbed and maybe they just never resolve it. Time heals all if you're willing to be present, if you make it a priority in your life, or just an intention. Because sometimes we don't know the exact words. We don't know what book to read. We don't know who to hang out with. And it can be a little scary to navigate because maybe the trauma that you experienced was from that inner circle, was from that group of friends. And now you're sitting here going, I have no idea what to do. And so you hear time heals all, but it's when you're willing to just surrender. Whenever you want to let it go, that's when you'll let it go. And it won't be easy, it won't be overnight. That's why there's these tools and why it doesn't have to be this hard thing that you talk about. It doesn't have to be this elephant in the room that we try to not see. I don't say suppress it. I don't say forget it. I say learn from it. Bring it to the front. Look at it. Look at the ugly. Embrace the ugly because the ugly is you. The ugly is so beautiful because it's exactly what you are. It's exactly what you are. And that's what unconditional love is. And so the quicker that we can practice unconditional love for ourselves, the quicker that we can spread that unconditional love to everybody else, whether they know it or not, whether just that loving look that you send to a stranger, or when you let someone pass in front of you on the freeway, or in the line at the grocery store. Look, something that I really learned recently, it's a new insight, new epiphany, is that you don't have to wait for good in your life to come before you give good deeds to others. You don't have to wait for life to be good for you to give to others. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait to be healed, to be perfect, to be all checked with your emotions, to be all in sync. You don't have to wait to be a good person. And a lot of trauma, we lash out on others, we spread our nasty toxicity, and it talks about toxicity in this book. So if you don't have this book and you want this book, I will invest in you, and you just have to email me or DM me and I will sponsor this book for you because it's all about those resources, and that's why IOME Life is here. This is this nonprofit that's an unofficial nonprofit, but look, it's here for you. It's here for you. So let me know if you need this book, if you need any other recommendations for books, because I don't want the resources that you need to go quicker to heal. And it's not that you're trying to just check off healing on a list. It's not that. It's not that you are just something to do and the next step and it's some sort of success or some sort of attainment. And it is, but it's not something that's easily measured. It's not something that you can see your progress. And I think that's one of the hardest obstacles. You hear time heals all and you can go faster. Now I'm presenting the idea that you can go faster if you want to, if you're willing to. So one of the other reasons why I think we don't heal as fast as we want is we haven't reached that threshold of disgust. What's the threshold of disgust? The threshold of disgust is when you are sick and tired of hearing yourself be sick and tired. You're sick and tired of hearing yourself complain. You're sick and tired of hearing yourself say that sob story. You're sick and tired of just how you carry it around and the way it makes you feel, and maybe the look on people's faces when you talk to them. Like, you're sick and tired of that. You know that there's something better. You know that you're more than your trauma, and you are. You are more than your trauma. You have so much more to you. And I think sometimes it's like it becomes our identity. It's something that we identify with. One of the cons to getting informed about your trauma is that you find a name for it, like fatherless daughter. And then that becomes your identity. Or, poor me. That becomes your identity. And so sometimes it becomes our identity so much that we build pride with identity. We build confidence with identity. We go, yeah, that's why I can't do this. And then you become confident to say that. And so it kind of does this reverse effect of healing where you stay where you are because that becomes your identity. And so what I want to do right now, what a very powerful tool for feeling your healed self is to close your eyes. So wherever you are right now, just close your eyes and then take a deep breath out. Take a deep breath in and then let it go. So keep your eyes closed. And I want you to imagine yourself in the future. I want you to imagine, what do you look like a year from now? Now I want you to imagine that this year from now self is fully healed of a part of your trauma. It could be the way your parents raised you, or the habits that you set for yourself. One part, imagine that. Scratch that. Imagine your full self is completely healed. How do you feel? Are your shoulders back and down? Is your chest up? Are you radiating this energy, this light, this love? Are you smiling? How do you feel inside? Are you in the best shape of your life or better than where you were? Imagine just this highest, best you. How does it feel? Do you feel confident? Do you feel courageous? Do you feel empowered? Do you feel lifted? Do you feel a deep sense of trust in life? Say the words to your future self, I got this. I got this. My trauma is a part of me. It always will be, but it does not define me. I get to choose who I am. I am more than my trauma. I am more than my trauma. I came here to live life, to wake up eager, to feel vitality, to feel love and compassion and connection, to feel what it means to be human. Imagine that future self. Imagine that hope that one day, maybe your life sucks right now, but one day, imagine one day you're happy. That's enough for you to just be happy. One day in the future. That's enough. Feel it in your body. To be at peace. To find inner stillness. Feel it in your body. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I am. And so it is. Then open your eyes. So your habits are your healing. Imagine, how do you feel right now? I feel so centered. I feel so grounded. I feel open and receptive. My physical body is energized, tingling, buzzing. inner stillness, inner peace. And so your habits become your healing. Imagine doing that visualization every single morning, even when you feel anxious, when you feel depressed, when you feel just lost and kind of numb, really numb. That was my bad decision of choice. I would go, instead of reaching for alcohol, I'd go reach for the numb, because that was better. So imagine every morning you wake up, you do the stretches that are available to you now on Instagram and on YouTube. You do those morning stretches first thing when you roll out of bed. Then you go meditate. Follow the guided meditation, 10-15 minutes. And then you do the 10-10-10-10-10. The 10-minute walk, the 10 jumping jacks, 10 push-ups, 10 squats, 10 lunges. And then you journal. You journal throughout your day. You listen to that feel-good playlist where you get dancing into your body and you move your body, you expand your body, you feel your body, you love your body. You feel that weirdness. That's weird. I love weird. I'm like the most weird person that I know. And then you just continue to do that routine. Then you're doing visualization. Then you're exploring your hobby. Then you're learning that you can live beyond your trauma, that there is life beyond your trauma. And again, sometimes here we go back to the time heals all, is that we're just not ready to let it go. And that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. You don't have to let it go until you're ready. Just know that it's available. It's here for you. It's here for you, and you can go as fast as you want. If you're just sick and tired, now coming to the threshold of disgust, if you're sick and tired of hearing that story, if you're sick and tired of moping and complaining, if you're sick and tired of seeing how it affects your kids or your spouse, that your spouse is getting tired, they're at the threshold of disgust, then just know that this is what you need to do. It's very straightforward, and it's just surrender, and it's like, I'm tired, and enough is enough. Enough is enough. There's been too many years where I lived unhealthy in my physical body. Enough is enough. I don't want to say and choose sizes that are higher. And I actually talked with Angel's younger sister. She just turned 12, so she's really in that preteen adolescent stage. And I asked her, she said she wanted to throw away all her crop tops. I said very lightly, and there's a good book on this. It's called How to Talk So Kids Will Listen, and Listen So Kids Will Talk. And so a lot of this has gone into my interaction with her, because I grew up with her. I met her when she was 3, and now she's 12. So I have really, and with all my trauma that I experienced when I was around her age and growing up, I've really tried my best to learn about myself and learn books and techniques and methods to really connect with her, because this is such a delicate age, and so many things can go wrong, and so many things do go wrong. And so it's not about when they go wrong, because they will go wrong. It's about how can you step in, provide nurturing support, encouragement, tools, pathways to navigate out. We can't shield our children from life. Life's going to happen, but what we can do is give them the tools and prepare them so that when it does happen, this is how they'll respond. They'll be prepared to respond, not react. They won't be afraid. They won't do fight or flight and run the other way. They'll say, okay, look, this is happening. I don't have control. But what I have control over, not the situation, but I have it over my response. And so all this to say is that I really have tried to figure out, how can I talk so that she'll receive me? Long story short, she wanted to throw away her crop tops. Now, okay. Some people like crop tops, that's not the point. The point is, I said, do you want to throw them away because the comments you get from your family about how you are a little overweight and how it doesn't look right, or you don't feel confident because you don't look like the girls that you watch on TikTok who wear crop tops? You see them dancing in their crop tops and you order that same one, but it doesn't look the same weigh on you. And so are you throwing those away because you just don't like it and you'd rather have a different style and you're just not into it? Or if you could look a certain way, would you? Would you still wear them? And so I asked her that. I asked her that. I think parents are going to be like, oh yeah, don't like, let's throw away all the crop tops and stuff. But they're not even like, they're t-shirt crop tops, which I don't think are like tank top, strapless ones. But I just asked her, I said, I think anyone else would just be like, yeah, that's great. Let's throw away all this stuff. But I said, you know what? Like, if you could feel confident wearing it, would you? And she said, yes. I don't want to share a ton of her things, but there's a slight, indicators of some eating disorders, some unhealthy relationship. She has an unhealthy relationship with food. And so I talk to her, and I don't try to mom her. I don't try to condemn her or shame her or guilt her or say things like, people all over the world are starving and you're wasting your food, or I go to work and I spend so much money to put food on the table and you never want to eat it, or you're so ungrateful and God, I don't do that, because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. When you guilt or put fear into your child, it's going to work maybe while they're a little bit younger, but as soon as they start to question life, as soon as they get more mature, they're not going to respond the same way. And now you're just, putting negativity onto a child who's already trying to navigate the world. And so I've learned that doesn't work. And so how I've been able to get through to her is just to talk to her and just say, I support your decisions, but if you could have the tools to have what you want, would you want it? And she said yes. So it's not that she doesn't want things, it's because she doesn't have the resources or the tools to get what she wants. And that's what a parent is. That's what a role model or a mentor. And you don't have to be a parent. Just for everyone out there, you don't have to be a parent to be a role model and affect someone else's life. You don't have to bring a child of your own into the world to affect a person's life. You can just by your comments, by your presence, just you being present and accepting and loving is enough. So with her, it's just like, I'm just encouraging and I'm just saying, look, if that's what you want, this is what we do. And if sometimes I don't have a question to her answer, I go find it out. I go figure it out myself. And then I do it with her and I encourage her. And so all this to say is that you are ready to heal. A part of you is ready to heal. And all you have to do is find the tools that are going to work for you. Maybe my way through just kind of everyday habits. Maybe that's not going to work for you. I'll let you know. True, it might not. Maybe therapy will work for you. Maybe Reiki alone. This is something that is very passive. You don't have to do anything. You just lie down on the table and Reiki will heal as much as your body wants to heal. So maybe you just have to find that modality, but please do not give up. If you're already ready, then you just getting off the path, the train of healing, it's not going to make it go away. In one of the poems I wrote is that we shove all the stuff behind the door, but we don't know that the monster behind the door doesn't go away. It just multiplies in size when it comes back with heavier dismay. So just know that your train to healing can go as slow as you want it to go, as much as one day at a time. It's one day at a time. One difference in the habit, one difference in your thought, one difference of awareness to say, I'm triggered. One difference to say, I'm triggered and I'm about to just chew your head off. Just the awareness. Then chew them out. Chew them out. You have to. You're going to have to hurt some people. Unfortunately, I'm being raw and authentic right now is you're going to choose some people out. You're going to lash out on some people who don't deserve it. And so I can tell you that right now, and I can tell you that you have the choice and the option to respond in that moment. You're triggered. It hurt you. It's real. But you have the choice in that moment, instead of lashing out, to say, oh, that really got to me. What you like, and can we just pause this conversation? Can we table it? I just can't do this. I don't want to hurt you. I'm hurt and I just need space. And then go journal. But then if you need to, maybe it's the person that hurt you. They need to hear this. Write it down. Write down a letter. Last week we did a letter to your younger self. What about a letter to the person who hurt you? And all the ways that has affected you to this day. And why it hurt you. Write a letter. Say it. You have to say it. Whether they're alive on this planet or not. It's writing a letter to someone who's hurt you is so therapeutic. There's so much healing. And then with meditation, maybe that's not the tool for you. Maybe journaling is not the tool, but maybe visualization is the tool that's going to get you to the healing. So maybe just visualize them. It's very, very, very painful. It can be very painful to visualize the person that hurt you. And then to go, I forgive you. I send you love. You hurt me. You caused trauma. But I'm going to release it. I'm cutting the ties. I'm releasing that. And I'm going to heal for myself. Everything you did to me, you did to me. It's real. It happened. But I'm just cutting off the ties now. And I'm going to heal myself, whether you say sorry or not. Whether you apologize to me or not, I'm going to heal. That's how I healed my parental trauma. I said, regardless if you think that you didn't raise me well, if you don't find accountability or responsibility for the fact that I had so many indicators and you did nothing, that you didn't step in because you were afraid, because you read one blog post that said, yeah, when the girls go through it, just give them their space, because you were afraid from reading one thing, and you don't believe that you caused it. I'm going to heal regardless of your I'm sorry, whether you acknowledge it or not. And it's difficult because people won't acknowledge that they hurt you. There's no way. People, their ego, they go, oh, no. And so maybe the meditation and visualization is how you can heal. Find that tool that works for you. Maybe it's just by going to go have fun. To just have fun and realize that life's not so serious. Life's not so drab. Life can be invigorating, energizing, expanding. You can wake up with this eagerness of life because you know that you're here for a purpose, for a reason. And it's not to be sad. It's not to be sad. It's not to be in pain. It's not to suffer. You're not here to suffer. As much as when we're going through it, we want to think that this is it. That goes back to the identifying with that pain and that trauma and the suffering. We want it to be our story, but you write your own story. You have the power to dictate how will your life go and how again. It's those habits, it's those daily habits that you're just being conscious and you're putting it as a priority in your life. There's things that in our life we do out of necessity. We have to go to the DMV to get our ID when we renew our license. We have to pay our bills. They'll come knocking, they'll turn some stuff off. We do things out of necessity. So make this a need. Make this a must, a necessity. Bring it to the top of your priority list. And then be easy on yourself. I don't want to condemn you. I want to commend you. I commend you for saying, there's a part of me that is really difficult to love. There's a part of me that I'm tired of carrying around. There's a part of me who knows I deserve more. And I'm tired for settling for anything less. And that's just when you spend that time with yourself, to get to know yourself and to be honest with yourself and to be open. And look, this week we're going to talk about boundaries, okay? Because what I want to challenge you to do this week, the first week we talked about the tools and what's your story. And then week 2 we talked about dear younger self. And we went through a guided meditation. And so this week, I want you to really just unplug for 1 week so you can plug into you. Unplug for 1 week so you can listen to the voice in your head. You can listen to music. There's positive music out there that you can listen to. Instrumental music, jazz, classical. There's all these ambient lo-fi playlists on Spotify, on YouTube, on Pandora. I did a feel-good playlist for the Spotify, so you can listen to music. But what I'm going to ask is that you unplug from connecting with anybody. Don't interact with people on your posts and stuff unless it's absolutely necessary. Don't watch TV or Netflix or anything. I want you to really fully connect with yourself this week. I want you to unplug, because I did that for years. I unplugged, I went numb for years. And then I realized I actually enjoy hanging out with myself. How sometimes I actually would rather hang out with myself and go and do an activity, because then I don't have like this chatter, and I had really not good relationships, so they were very like false and superficial and inauthentic. So I felt like I had to put a facade on. So when I'm with myself, I feel like I could be fully me. And so I want you to unplug just for 1 week from social media. I promise you that if the news is that important, that the world is like gonna fall, people will let you know. You're gonna see it, you're gonna hear it. People are gonna let you know. So just trust me right now that everything's gonna be okay. And try to disconnect as much as you can. And even from your partner, which is very difficult because they naturally want to know, like, are you okay? Or they naturally want to say, like, what are you doing? Some have trust issues, like, where are you going? Who are you talking to? Like, what do you mean? And so what you can tell your partner or someone that's loving in your life is, look, I'm going through a few things that I need to organize right now. And I would love it if you gave me some space, if you gave me this time. I know there's a lot of parents on here that need a break from the kids. So ask your partner, look, I know you've been working, I know you've been cleaning, I know that you've been doing all the things, but please, just for this 1 week, I need a few minutes to myself, just quiet time, to just connect with myself, to be with myself. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to meditate. You don't have to read. You just sit there. You just sit there and look at the ceiling. You can paint, you can draw, you can do whatever. Just be with yourself and try to have no music with any audio, with any lyrics. And just tell them, like, look, you don't have to agree with what I'm doing. But if there's one thing I can ask of you is please respect it. You do not have to agree with what I'm doing, but please respect it. That's such a powerful thing, because sometimes when you're clashing with your significant other, right, things are getting really heated and they just don't want to give you anything, you just feel like you're bending backwards. And so I had to come to a point where we were getting into heated arguments, yelling. And I said, look, this isn't even about taking out the trash. I just had a really bad day and I need some space. And you don't have to agree with what I'm doing, but please respect it. Please honor it. I don't even want to engage with you right now. I don't want to engage in this because you're heated and I'm heated. And this is just going to be all for a waste. And I don't want to build any more resentment or animosity to this relationship. This relationship needs more love right now. And so honor your partner or your parent. That's what your homework is for this week. It's a lot more chill, a lot more grounded. I'm asking you to unplug from society and to plug into you, to really listen to your heart. To even just, for a few minutes, get some quiet time, stand in a room, close your eyes, and put your hands over your heart. You can even do it right now. Both hands. And just for a few minutes a day, throughout your day, whenever you get some silence, instead of picking up the phone, I want you to close your eyes, put your hands over your heart, and just feel the beat. Feel your breath. Feel your feet. And just be with yourself. And just do that. That's all you have to do this week. I just want to let you know too that transformation is transformation. Sometimes our partners in our life go, oh, you think you're healing and all these things, right? But you're a hypocrite still because you do this. Transformation is transformation. If I'm just doing one less thing that I did to hurt myself, transformation. If I'm just becoming aware of my thoughts that I am triggered, transformation. If I can write down my story that I shield away from myself, that I shield away from other people, that's transformation. Transformation is transformation. And so all I'm here is to help you go as fast as you want to go. And sometimes fast has a bad connotation. But look, the reason I healed so quickly is because I had a baby in my belly. And I said, look, I talked all this stuff on my parents. So if I bring this baby into this world and I do the same thing to this baby, what a huge hypocrite I'm going to be. And so I had this fire for 9 months going, I'm going to let it go, I'm going to let it go, I have to let it go, I'm not going to pass this on, I'm going to just figure it out. So that's why I'm telling you that you can go as fast as you want, because I went as fast as I think anyone can go. And it had a long time coming for my whole life, right? And so I got to unplug in that time. And so that's why it's such a powerful tool. So just unplug for this week. Get with yourself, hold your heart, do the guided meditation. I'll help you with some videos on how to set boundaries, how to talk to your spouse more, how to talk to your boss, because that's hard. Your coworkers, set the line, set the boundary. I'm not willing to be talked to like that. I'm not willing to be treated this way. I demand respect. Demand it for yourself. Command it for yourself. And so I commend you for making it here. I will share. So Steffi Steph did win on Instagram. But again, if you need this book, I will sponsor this book for you. So just drop me a DM, drop me a comment, and I will get this book for you because it's so powerful. So this week too, read a book. Read this book. I'm going to send it to you. Amazon Prime, maybe 2 days. Maybe 2 days. Come on. So, in light and love, namaste. Have yourself a beautiful, bright day. Again, I'm always here. All resources, all tools, just to listen. Just to say, look, maybe you don't have anyone in your life that gets it. Just talk to me. Lash out at me. Because just so you know, it's not going to drag me down. I'm going to just be able to sit with you, to support you. To just listen, to say nothing, just rant, let it out, let it out. That's why I'm here. That's even just a tool, just to let it out to another human. And so I'm here for you, okay? All right, I love you, I love you. Let me know if you need anything else, any other tools that you want me to talk about. I will be doing also a food one, so it's all about what we put into our body. Sometimes that can even trigger things. There's chemicals and things that I found out while I was pregnant that are hormone disruptors that will actually cause you to be in a bad mood, that will cause you to get a migraine, that will cause you to be angry and irritable. So I will do what to eat and what to fuel your body with, even if, you know, most of the stuff is vegan, but even if you want to get into shape, you want to get lean muscle, you want to work out in the gym, like there's high protein diets that are still vegan and still great for you and great for the earth. So again, let me know. Just let me know. I'm here. All right. Love you. Have a great weekend.